How are you leveraging technology to help your clients?
Well, I'll give you an example. Right now, I'm down in Buenos Aires, Argentina, so I'm doing this remotely. And the thing is, all these apps and gadgets and things that we have, I think that they can be used very much as tools for leverage, or they can be considered distractions. And a lot of times, it's almost like there's too many out there, and we don't really know what we want that tool to actually be used as. But if you think of a phone or some kind of app or technology, it's just a form of leverage if you use it correctly. So I've helped people buy properties out of state, out of area, buy them, rehab them, get them rented, and all never once setting foot in that city or state by using technology. So we use technology to do other things like Facebook and all this other stuff, but we don't think of using them as actual tools of leverage. So I think as long as you know what you're doing and what you need that tool to do, it's like using a hammer. Hammer's a great tool of leverage if you use it the right way. There's apps out there that are great tools of leverage. You can buy real estate out of area, out of market, never seeing the property by using tools of leverage. So I'm a big believer in it.
Isn't that funny how that works? So I majored in technology management, but a lot of this kind of escaped me in my youth in the sense that, so Facebook, you can waste a ton of time on Facebook. But what else can you do on Facebook? Well, you can find deals. You can find wholesaler or buyers, investor buyers, and like you were talking about, invest out of state. Before what we know the internet today, like how did you do that? Like, how is that possible without massive infrastructure?
Well, it's, the great thing about apps and technology is it lowers the barrier of entry. So you can actually get into a market or any type of industry without cost or time because the app is that leverage. The challenge with that is it's a lower barrier to entry. People think they can get into an industry or into a market without educating themselves first. Now, you were talking about using Facebook and social media. They say the average person scrolls the height of the Eiffel Tower every day on social media on their phone. So, but here's the thing you got to think about is when you're looking at when you're a realtor or you're doing something in real estate, you have to flip the view of what you're looking at and start looking at it not as a consumer, but as a producer and an auditor. And you start looking at what other people are doing. So if you're in sales, you want to start seeing you're not looking at and consuming their information, you're auditing what it is they're doing, and you're trying to see who's successful, who's not, and you're almost making it a lesson. So you're not there for fun, you're actually there for business, and you're treating it like a business because you're treating it like a task that you have to accomplish. So, just like, property management, right? Before they used to use Excel spreadsheets, then it went to software, right? And then property management software. Now they have apps. There's apps for everything, right? And so the app's only as good as the user that's using it to make sure that they know what they're doing and what the goal is. So I think everything can be a great tool or it can be a complete waste of time depending on how it's utilized.